Hello, you guys. This is a very, very special episode indeed of Tierra around Tidewater Wealth Building Series. I'm so very honored to present to you guys my principal broker at World Class Realty Property Management, Miss Marie DePedro. Now, right now, I'm quietly waiting for her to join us. And as you can see, tonight's episode will not be live. Why is that? Well, because we should all be honored when we get an opportunity to have some time in a moment with a person as busy as the lady we're about to speak to. So, some of the things that we'll be zoning in on today are going to be exactly about how to see and be who you want to be in your real estate career. So, just give us a few moments and Marie will be joining us shortly, you guys. Okay, you guys, it's the moment that we've been waiting for. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another edition of Tierra Around Tidewater Wealth Building Series. Now, all week long, I've been promoting this, and I have carved out and got my little time with the one, the only Marie DePedro. Now, before I start asking her any questions or anything like that, I just want to tell you a little bit about her. She is principal broker of, obviously, World Class Realty and all of the additional companies associated, World Class Realty Property Management, Realtors and Associate Realtors, and so many other things. Entrepreneur, mentor, teacher. I'm so honored to have her here, and we're just going to get right into asking and learning about what it takes to create that be, do, have mentality in your real estate business. Marie, thank you so much. Yay! We got Marie. I'm
so
excited.
excited of being here. So
Yes.
excited.
Yes,
Finally.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
I've been wanting to get on your show.
Yes. Thank you so much. And so she has given us a little time today, you guys. You know the show is normally live. However, Marie and I talked about this last month, and I said, Marie, please. And she said, of course, always, of course, I'll do the show. So when I tell her what time it is, she calls me yesterday and says, I thought that was a typo. And I said, what do you mean? She says, at 7 p.m., I'm not doing anything because I'm getting ready for bed. So as a boss that I admire, a groundbreaker in this real estate business, Hampton Roads Real Estate, tell us first about your night-morning routine and what that means towards creating your business and your comfort in your day.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the morning and night routine. So at this stage of my life, Tiara, I mean, it's very different than when I first started in the business. This is very important because when I first started in the business, first of all, I don't like to sleep. I hate to sleep.
Okay.
I hate it.
I did not know that.
I really don't like it. Okay. I have gone to bed crying because I do not want to go to sleep.
Okay.
But anyway, so when I first started, I actually work pretty much around the clock. I probably sleep maybe 4 hours. I go to bed around a little bit past midnight, and by 4:30 in the morning, I was up, do a little meditation. I pray a lot, and try to concentrate on myself. And by 6 o'clock in the morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock, I already have my coffee, and I want to start making some phone calls, but I can't because everybody's sleeping.
Correct.
But that's fine because I had a lot of clients in Japan, and that was perfect timing. Mm-hmm. So I capitalized on the time on the other side of the world, and I saw a lot of
major key.
I saw a lot of houses to people that were overseas, and also took a lot of advantage of that morning time because my military kids, I know they were up and ready to go to work. And again, after spending 20 years in the military, that was my mindset. I mean, I don't like to sleep. I get up and I go to work, and I don't come home until the job is done. So my first 10 years in the business, I worked probably 20 hours a day. Mm. And no vacation and no days off. But now at this stage of my life, I learned that my body needs to rest. So I need to be home, and why work if I'm not gonna enjoy what I have? So Now I have another set of personal rules, and I try to be home by 7, at least 6:30, 7 o'clock, so I can have dinner and I can enjoy my house for a change and spend time with family, which is important.
Yeah.
So a whole different mindset now from where I first started.
You know what? Okay, so I have a couple of questions with that. So, first of all, viewers, Flawless Family, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. So, two of the things that I hear in you saying that, number one, in promotion, we definitely said that you were a Coast Guard veteran.
Yes.
So, we know that now, from what you said, that you did 20 years. Yes. So, you were accustomed to getting up early in the morning. Like you said, you don't come home till the job is done.
Correct.
And then 10 years, which you've been in the business, 16, 15 years? Mm-hmm. Right, so the first 10 years of your real estate career after completing a 20-year successful military career, you come into the business, do 10 more years hard, yes, running it, beating the ground up.
Totally.
Okay, and then after that decade, you realize, what did you realize after that decade? Because that's what I want to zero in. Be, do, have, right? What did you realize after you beat that street up for 10 years? I mean, for you to now, because I have known you myself now for about 4 years, right? And I've seen the difference. I've seen the relax, right?
Yes.
A testament first to your wife. Shout out Tina. Yes. Shout out Tina, right?
She actually brought some light to my life.
Yes. Yes. So I can definitely say that I know that in the very beginning I was watching where she'd come and be like, come on, we going home. Yes. And it's like, I see the transition for you, but I know if you haven't had 16 years in, mm-hmm, that had to start when you started. Is it because you have had a successful career?
I want to say,
yeah. I'm saying she's had a very successful career thus far, still working. But I'm saying that you created such a momentum, right?
Yes.
Because World Class Realty is now celebrating this year 9 years.
9 years.
Okay?
Yes.
So that means 7 years in, mm-hmm, to your second career in the military, mm-hmm, you had developed such a career for yourself as an individual agent that you were able to then open up and expand and help other agents by opening the brokerage.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, a lot of people ask me how I was so successful, and again, 20 hours a day, mm-hmm, will either make you or break you.
Correct.
I guess I'm blessed to say it made me.
Yes, for sure.
and God have put other people in my life to not to slow me down, but make me understand the importance of self-care, mm-hmm, and it's not just about work. You need to have some balance, and I appreciate that balance because I look forward to go home. Mm-hmm. Before I didn't look forward to go home. I look forward to work.
Right.
And not that I didn't want to be home. I just rather be at work. I really enjoy working.
Right. And that's what I'm saying, because that's the difference. I think one of the things is that you got into the business and you doubled down, and I hear clearly that you took, one of the things about you that I admire most is that you take a situation and make it something. So for you to figure out, okay, nobody's awake at this time where I am, but I'm going to work 20-hour days. Yes. I'm no longer in the military, so I'm not going to waste this time to create an entire business on the other side of the planet.
Absolutely, overseas.
I mean, can you remember or zero into when you got that idea or when it started? Because I remember a specific story you had shared, mm-hmm, with me when you were doing leads in the very beginning, mm-hmm, and you had mentioned something about you saw the lead and you thought about. Can you tell us that story? You remember that?
I'm not sure which one. It's so
many. It was I think you said something about how, because this was around when I first met, mm-hmm, you, and you said that you had a call, a lead come through at 3 a.m, and you were like, if the lead came through at 3 a.m, they must be awake.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yep, and you called, and it ended up being a Asian client.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. So,
but that happens very often.
Does it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Going to sleep super late and those leads are coming through, mm-hmm, and sometimes you just send an email and the email is replied right back.
Right.
Obviously somebody's awake.
Right.
and they're serious buyers. They just can't find anybody awake at that time in our time zone, but they just got orders, so let's sell them a house.
Right. That is super innovative. I mean, just in thinking of ways to serve, and no matter what time of day it is. And then, so now, what is one of the things that you would say, or a few of the things that you would say that really kind of made this business your choice? Meaning that I know, you're getting out of the Coast Guard and stuff. What made this be the choice and the thing that you stuck with, beyond the money? Because we know, you make money.
Well, it's funny because when I first got into this business, I was pretty young. I was in my early 30s, mid 30s, and of course, at that age, all you think is about the money, and not thinking about retirement. You're just thinking about having a nice car, nice house, nice things.
Right.
And the common factor was real estate. Everybody that I know that having the type of lifestyle that I wanted, they were all in real estate. So
I never knew that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm looking around and not even there's no other profession that I look up to that the people are living the lifestyle that I want to, other than people in real estate. So I want to be just like them, and I figure if I put the amount of hours that I put for the military into my own business, I cannot fail. Failing is not an option. Have never been an option in my vocabulary. But just work hard for what you want, and this is what I wanted, so I went for it.
I hear it. So now, so in that time, not only have you created this brokerage, but one of the things that I absolutely love about you, and why I tell people you're the best broker I've ever worked under, is because you are an encourager. You're a person that zeroes in on a person's specific talents, not just myself, but just any agent that I've talked to that we work with or has worked with you, because I come in contact, like all of us, with many agents. Your reputation precedes you. And so what is it that made you say, okay, I have all this success and I'm doing this thing and helping all these clients, but now not only am I going to help agents, I'm going to encourage them to help themselves? Like, what is it that makes that a part of your, almost like, to me, and the reason I'm asking it in this way is because it feels like a part of your business model. So many of the agents that have come up under you, myself included, get an opportunity to branch out in their own companies, in their own goals, because you've said 100% not only that you had their back, but that you wish them well. Absolutely. In doing it.
Yes. Life is too short to be, hating on others. And again, life is too short to be selfish. I believe in sharing everything. Everything that we know is a blessing, and I love sharing. So, especially knowledge. But I have to concentrate in learning each individual agent, because everybody have different goals, and your goals are not the same goals as anybody else, and your talents are not the same as anybody else. So it's like having different kids. They're all different. You can't treat your kids the same way because they're all different.
Right.
So same thing with my agents. When I sit down in the interview, I like to learn about their goals and learn a little bit more about themselves, their journey, and where they're at and where they're going, or where they want to go.
Right.
And this might sound really bad, but I have interviewed agents that I know for a fact I'm not going to be able to help them, and this is just not the place for them, just because I feel like I will hold them from growing, and I just let them. I actually guide them to go to another company where I think they will do a whole lot better on their path. So the agents that we have here is agents that I can help to grow. Because again, if I can't help them, why would I?
Why would you want them on board? There's no point.
If this is the right place for them,